Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have a DC video for you guys. I realized that I've been making a lot of Marvel content recently, and just so you guys know, I do actually love Marvel and DC both equally. The only reason there hasn't been much DC videos recently is just because there simply isn't a lot of things I can talk about with DC. DC's been in a very weird spot as of lately because they're rebooting. And I actually think that's a really good idea. And I actually thought this was needed for a while now. I had an entire DC Universe reboot mapped out on a Google Doc for a couple years now. And I thought it'd be a good idea to share that with you guys and get your guys' opinion on it before they actually reboot. It is a little bit messy, obviously. The stories aren't completely finished because that's obviously just impossible for me to do. There's about 5 phases slash chapters. I'm going to call them chapters in my universe instead of phases because that's what Marvel does. And there's, I think, about 60 projects, movies and shows spread out between those 5 chapters. So yeah, I don't have entire stories mapped out for them, but I have summaries and I have some important details that would happen in these projects so you guys can know. So yeah, I also want you guys to know that this is in a perfect world, so some of these castings maybe have been done before or going to happen soon, and some of these stories may have happened before, but yeah, just so you guys know, it is like a perfect world, and obviously this could probably never happen. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. For our 7th project, we have Freeze the Batman. This movie is just going to be about basically what I would do for a sequel to the Batman. So we're going to have a full pitch for the Batman Part 2, and it's basically going to be this movie right here. Hopefully the Penguin ends in a way that like this will still be possible, but whether it does or doesn't, I'm just going to go with this. The main characters are Jacob Elordi playing Batman slash Bruce Wayne, Tommaso Cinelli playing Robin slash Dick Grayson, Giancarlo Esposito playing Mr. Freeze slash Victor Freeze, Colin Farrell playing the Penguin slash Oswald Cobblepot, Andy Serkis playing Alfred Pennyworth, Jeffrey Wright playing Jim Gordon, and Damson Idris playing Harvey Dent. The villains of this movie are Mr. Freeze. Due to the floods, Nora gets sick, and Mr. Freeze's plan is to cryogenically freeze her until he can find a cure for her. The Penguin is now Gotham's main crime boss, and he's running operations all around the city. The plot of this movie is when Bruce brings a circus to Gotham, 14-year-old Dick Grayson's parents are murdered. Dick and his parents were trapeze artists, and after their death, Bruce decides to adopt him. Meanwhile, Victor Freeze's wife, Nora, gets sick and must be cryogenically frozen. Victor starts selling jobs for the Penguin, but when he stops, the Penguin gets mad and attacks him in his lab. Victor becomes Mr. Freeze and tries getting revenge. One day, Dick finds the Batcave under Wayne Tower, and he asks Alfred and Bruce to let him help them. Dick becomes Robin and a sidekick for Bruce, and together the pair must stop Mr. Freeze. Extra details: Bruce would think it's his fault that Dick's parents were killed, since he brought the circus to Gotham in the first place. At first, Batman doesn't like the idea of having a partner, but Alfred eventually gets him to let Dick help him out because if not, Dick will just go out and fight crime anyway without them knowing. Robin will find out the Penguin killed his parents and try killing him, but Bruce has to teach him not to be corrupted by vengeance like he was. Batman will have to try helping Mr. Freeze instead of beating him up, but Mr. Freeze doesn't care and continues fighting back. The movie ends with Batman and Robin being able to stop Victor and placing him in jail, but Bruce uses his money to fund an experiment to try helping save Nora. Timeline: this movie is set during Batman's second year. It's about 6 or 7 months in, and it takes place in May of 2020. Post-credit scenes. First, Mr. Freeze sits in a cell at Arkham Asylum and watches the news. And this is where he hears about Bruce Wayne funding the experiment to help save Nora. Victor smiles and knows that everything he did was worth it. Second, 1 month later, Bruce has a nightmare of him and Robin fighting an army of parademons all alone, and they're outnumbered. Bruce goes down to the Batcave and tells Alfred they need to recruit a team fast. These post-credit scenes set up, one, Victor won't be as much of a villain anymore, and when the Arkham Asylum breakout happens, Victor isn't gonna come back and try getting revenge on Batman. Two, Bruce is going to recruit the Justice League to help him fight this army of parademons. Thanks for watching, and next up we have Justice League, so stay tuned because that's the last movie of our first chapter. But thanks for watching, and peace out.